From the masterminds that gave you Oblivion, Fallout, and Skyrim, comes an epic, almost a decade in the making, that takes and innovates the Bethesda formula by doing the exact same thing they always do, but in space! Starfield. Trek into the vast universe of Starfield as Bethesda takes their signature barren wastelands and just reskins them as planets, which of course you'll spend hours on, not because of anything particularly exciting, but because you're a little gremlin with a hoarding problem that has to keep every bit of trash you find on the off chance you might need it someday. But it'll scratch that open world itch if you can get it to work.
Oh, please, take a look.
Look, we all know why we're here, and it's for the hilarious bugs. Oh, yeah, that's that sweet Bethesda quality, baby. Begin your journey as a hapless miner who barely has time to settle into their new job when they stumble upon a mysterious artifact that makes them smell colors or whatever, and immediately quits to become a big-time space adventurer. Because Armageddon taught us that this is a totally reasonable way to recruit astronauts. And I'm not about to question Michael Bay over here.
I asked Michael why it was easier to train oil drillers to become astronauts than it was to train astronauts to become oil drillers, and he told me to shut the up.
Once you've gotten your bearings, tackle the main story, a 12-hour-long fetch quest, which does ultimately get more interesting if you have the patience to get there. I mean, look, if I'm going to recommend this game, I'm going to sound like some weeb insisting an anime really gets good after episode 230. Prepare for the grandeur and beauty of interstellar exploration, only to end up fast traveling everywhere, because it turns out space, might be kind of boring. I know, Star Trek makes it look like there's enough cool space there to fill 1 million episodes of TV, but Todd Howard wants you to know that Star Trek is a big f***ing liar, and that space is mostly loading screens, and you'll like it. Of course, you probably won't be better off planetside, since each of these floating rocks was procedurally generated, which to be fair is pretty close to how planets form in real life, but as a game is about as exciting as writing Spaceship Earth.
Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our planet has sailed through the universe of time.
You know, I can't believe they didn't get Dame Judi Dench to do a voice in this. They got all the other people your weirdest friend is obsessed with.
Phil Hill at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming.
Travel with a cast of exciting and varied companions, all of whom have unique skills, unique looks, and basically identical moral compasses.
Play a little safer next time.
Making it feel like you're doing a ride-along with a space cop, no matter who you pick to hang out with.
You with your jokes. Now is hardly the time.
Listen, if you want to be bad, go hang out with those horny little freaks in Baldur's Gate. This is space, and no one has sex here. I mean, just look at our stupid outfits. Buzz around like the light year you are as you play Space Top Gun with Starfield's dogfighting mechanics, which play out pretty much like normal encounters do, but with significantly more motion sickness. Maybe I'm not cut out for space travel after all. Then finally defeat your enemies by allocating power into different parts of your ship to adapt to whatever opposing vehicle you run into, or just spam your lasers until they say you can fire missiles. And if that doesn't work, you can always try the Holdo maneuver. Spend hours designing your own vessel, only to throw it all away when you get a better ship as a quest reward, which you'll stack with crewmates, so you can finally live out your sexiest space fantasies.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a sexy doctor, not a sexy scientist!
Female Sulu, you have your orders.
Assuming you can afford anything cooler than a space Miata. Better get used to not breathing, because you got a whole lot of potatoes to sell. So grab your astronaut helmet, hold B to back out of the map, and chow down on a big old cube.
Our chunks meet all known minimum standards for nutrition.
In this perfectly fine game that occasionally borders on being pretty fun, with some moments that are actually like kinda good. And let's all be honest with ourselves now. probably did deserve that 7 out of 10 score, you guys. Starring Sarah Morgan, disliked that. Wait, did that guy just say my name? Grin Barrett. See you, Space Cowboy. Xenon, girl of the 21st century. In Soviet Russia, space kill you. Your parents, for some reason. All in a day's work. And, hey you're finally awake. The Elder Scrolls 6, Galaxy Quest. What is Todd Howard's problem with letting player characters be sexy? There are no sexy outfits in Skyrim, none in Oblivion, and definitely none in Starfield. You mean to tell me that folks don't like to flaunt what they got, Todd? That being in space is gonna stop them from letting it all hang out, Todd? Give the people what they want, Todd, and what they want is to be a little chilly under those spacesuits. If you are interested in buying Starfield, you can grab it right now on our sister site Fanatical. Save 17% when you use the code Fanatical17. We should learn to live and love our neighbors as ourselves for the sake of peace and progress. My Waffles has achieved syrup armor. I know the root of today's online obsessive love for goblin girls, and it's Greta the Gremlin.